Do the Wayne and Garth one. Yeah. Get out.
I think we're
Dude,
live.
if you watch, we'd have a listener. Or
Yeah.
a viewer.
Well, yeah, one.
Yeah. Welcome to Shanetrain New Year's episode that we named 5 seconds ago.
Can I just say we went live on 420?
What? We nailed it?
Yeah, we
wow.
nailed
We didn't even plan that.
Nice job.
Yeah. 2 hour not in Colorado. So I need booze, man.
Yeah,
I
go
feel
ahead.
super rusty.
Go ahead.
Like how long's it been since we recorded?
Like months.
It's not ecstasy.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's been a while. No, seriously, when was Travis out here? Do you remember Travis?
It was before. It was like the first part of October,
Dude, and it's mid-January?
Because I cut my hair like towards the end of October, and y'all haven't even seen that. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Okay, so it's been a while.
So for the people that don't know, he had hair down like past your shoulders.
Oh yeah, it was
feel
like
like
it
it
was like nipple length.
Dude.
Yeah, I
I
feel
feel
like
like
it was
Oh, yeah.
long.
Don't they call that mermaid hair? I think they call that
mermaid hair. It was, man. It was great.
Then he came in today and took his beanie off, and it's like above his.
His luscious permed hair, not
Yeah.
perm, but like flowy conditioned hair, compared to mine. Like
His dry
mine's like
shampooed.
mine's a dad nest. It's awful. Dude, check this out. Jameson shot with an antacid pill.
Oh, cool.
It's
I
going
thought that was
going so hard,
else.
Dad.
Nice. Cheers.
Here's the Shane Trim.
Yeah. What? Why, dude? What's it worth?
Heartburn.
What's it worth?
What's what worth?
That shot. Just destroying your stomach.
I know, and I haven't eaten. It's gonna wreck me. What are you gonna do? Just be sober?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
cool.
I am remote. I'm Skyped in
Oh, okay.
at my cabin in Colorado.
You know, the alternative is actually way better. Marijuana.
Yeah.
It just is. It's easier on the system.
So what's the deal with Prop 2 for the local listeners?
Utah?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
You don't know what Prop 2 is?
Isn't it medical?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what's the deal with it? I heard
I'm sure it's shitty.
They said
I'm sure if it's a Utah law about marijuana, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's the most ridiculous.
there's like one farmer.
If you're on your deathbed, over 90, with severe chronic joint pain,
Yeah.
you can have one vape hit a month or something.
It's like a part of the bill was like 2 growers can supply all of.
Shut the fuck up. They
Yeah.
they give growers business?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So
But more what I'm talking about is as soon as it passed, I think lawmakers drew up some quick like let's go sideways instead of just pushing it through.
really?
So they're trying to block it, I think.
It's like all politics,
Mhm.
dude.
I
So are
think
they going to pass? So in Utah, we have a ridiculous law that's coming where they reduce the drinking intoxication level or the
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
through.
going to go from
It's
0.08.
here.
It's
Yeah,
here, but it
it's
hasn't.
here.
They're not. It's not enacted, right? You can't
No,
get
it's
busted.
here.
I heard
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
you can.
person. Like I saw an article about the first person got busted with
Shut up.
like 0.058 or something.
So it was like
that.
2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! What's the new?
Have
is
you
it-
just been like?
Yeah, I've been 0.08ing hard. Like I have a breathalyzer
Yeah.
and I ride it right to the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn!
Yep.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to drink now on this episode.
Half of O'Doul's.
Dude. So it's 0.05?
Yeah.
I'm so fucked.
Someone's already gotten in trouble, right?
Yeah, I saw an article on it, like first person, like they were
Yeah,
like
man.
celebrating. It's like, oh, the first person.
Oh, the
is
cops
such
are
a
celebrating?
I would frame that ticket.
Oh, dude.
historical.
If it was
moment.
me, I would frame it.
Dude, so like think of like a little lady who weighs like 110. She couldn't have a glass of wine.
No.
She'd like they'd throw her
That's
over the
like
edge.
a beer and a half
Yeah.
for like a small woman.
Yeah. Or maybe less, man. Nah, probably a beer and a half.
Beer and a half.
Yeah, especially Utah beer.
Yeah.
We got Utah probs. What were we going to talk about today? To knock the rust off.
Yeah, just the year in.
How did your 18 go? Yours was so easy.
Yeah. So is it shaking? Am I shaking?
I might be. I might need more drinks.
Okay.
I don't know.
I just saw the.
No, this?
I
I
just
see
saw
the-
everything shaking.
Me too. I see the liquor shake.
Okay.
Are we in an earthquake?
It's not just me.
No.
Okay.
Your
yeah,
18 was easy.
January started off light.
With what?
My mom dying.
Jesus. How many parents are you actively involved with?
Involved with?
Yeah.
Uh,
How many relationships do
zero.
you have? Okay, yeah.
Well, I have a relationship with the urn.
I guess what I'm hinting at is you don't have a father influence.
No.
So your only parent died.
Yeah.
What a great way to start 18.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
No baggage came along with that at all.
I'm laughing because I watched you go through it, and I feel
Yeah.
we know each
I
other.
feel like we've made enough jokes about it at this point. Like people know, people who listen to the podcast know.
Yeah, all 3 of them know.
But I don't think I've ever made like a point to like say what happened.
What do you want to say?
Well, what do I want to say? So my mom, who lived back east,
Really cool.
yeah, really
She
cool.
was our biggest fan.
Yeah, she got pneumonia, and she's had asthma, and I got asthma from her.
Yeah.
But she got pneumonia, got sick, went to the hospital. She was there for about 3 weeks,
I remember.
and then she got an infection in the hospital, which apparently happens all the time. The staff at the hospital was like, there's a percentage of people that just happens to.
Really?
Yeah, she had a weak immune system to begin with. So she got an infection, and she was too sick for them to operate to remove it or what. However, I don't know what they do, but
Yeah.
they said, we can try, we'll do it if you want, but she's not going to make it. She's going to lose too much blood, and her immune system isn't going to be able to carry her through.
I got to ask, how did you find out, and what was said, and when did you know the reality of this?
So I found out, so I had been going to the hospital. I took a month off work, like being here.
Right.
I was doing like remote stuff, but for the most part, I was back east for a month straight.
It was a while.
And I would drive like 3 hours a day to go to the hospital because she had to go to the big, city hospital.
Yeah. 3 hours a day?
Mm-hmm.
So you had to drive into town?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we were just there hanging out. She wasn't like, she was conscious, but is it conscious?
Probably.
Yeah. She was coherent,
Oh, perfect.
but
You nailed it.
nothing she was saying was making sense.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I didn't
like-
know it went like that.
Yeah, like she just wasn't all there. And I think she was just delirious. She was dehydrated the whole time, so it was like,
Yeah, that'll make you
she
delirious.
wasn't coherent. So I was there just, we would take the older kids because she has 4 other kids. 2 of them are older and 2 are younger.
You have 4 brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm. The 16 and 15-year-old wanted to go see her because they understood like how serious it was.
Yeah.
But the little ones, I elected to not do that, which I don't know. I think I'll question the rest of my life. But I did that because I didn't want that image to be the last image.
Yeah.
Because, we all know, like, we've all been there. So for the 8 and the 9-year-old, it didn't really make sense to bring them. And she wasn't.
How do you even explain it?
Yeah, and she wasn't able to talk. Like,
It might freak them out.
she wasn't able to say what they would want.
Yeah, it might freak them out a little.
Yeah, so I took the 15 and 16-year-old.
I think you made a good choice.
Yeah, we were all there, and they were just like, look, this is the situation.
She's going to die?
She's going to die.
Jesus.
Like 100%.
So do you remember the
Well-
moment they said that?
Well, let me backtrack a little bit because before everything was great. I found a rehabilitation center like for physical, because she had been in the hospital bed for a month.
Yeah.
Well, longer than that.
Jesus.
But so I had lined up a local rehab center
Mm-hmm.
for her to start walking and get exercise and get the muscles
You're
moving.
banking on everything's going to be normal.
Yeah,
We'll get back.
I had started paying for it. Everything was good to go. And then, like, seriously, 12 hours later, the hospital calls me and they're like, she got a really bad infection. We didn't notice until we ran some tests because they were testing her every day, trying to figure out what to do. And they were like, it's 99%. Like, just, get out. Whoever wants to come out, tell all the family and just come by.
Jesus
And
Christ,
so
dude. How much
from-
time did you have?
2 days.
2 days, 99% chance?
Yeah, 2 days.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
What does that even feel like to hear? Do you remember? I don't think you have a strong emotional reaction. So what did it feel like for you? Because you're like pretty even keel.
I am, and I had to be because my sister was there, my wife was there, and my little brother was there.
So you
and
felt like a rock or a strength or a...
yeah, and it was just like, Alex, my wife, and I were just trying to be like
supportive.
just try and make the best
Whatever.
decision and not be clouded by
Jesus Christ. But
like, do we want to keep her? Like, do we want to keep giving her the the nutrition she needs to keep her alive, but she's just gonna turn into a vegetable? Or do we want to just take her off everything, let her be peaceful? And so I had to make those decisions in the moment, like right then. They were like, what do you want to do? And they're like, they have other patients. and
dude, what the fuck?
yeah, so I just had to be pragmatic.
Just Jesus for a second. Just decide fate and
Yeah. So for me,
everything.
going back to what you're saying, I didn't get super emotional about it. I don't think I processed it, to be honest.
Probably a little shock.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the start of my year. And then she
Yeah, that was okay.
No, so she she died January 25th.
Ugh.
And
Dude, that
what?
anniversary's coming.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
gonna
yeah,
hurt.
that's not a big deal.
Sorry.
So anyway.
I really need to remind you of that.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome. I'm
Um
so bright.
yeah, and then
Ha-
just continued from there.
So, I mean, the story goes to where you inherited your brothers and sisters.
Mhm. Yeah, so she died in January. In June, they had to finish the school year, so in the summer they moved out here.
You went, you went from like millennial brunch video games
Oh, yeah, nothing.
to dad
Yeah, just hobbies. My wife
baker,
was
worker.
yeah. We were just chilling, having the greatest time living our lives. And
But
but
you've said
it was pretty hollow.
yeah.
My wife's side of things wasn't. She had a ton of stuff going on, which I don't know how it lined up, but it did because as soon as like all our volunteer work and everything ended, that's when this all got poured on us. So it just lined up. But so she had stuff going on that was important. Me, I mean, I was just
just whatever.
just being chill.
Because you've said that since you've gotten your brothers and sisters, things are more fulfilling.
Yeah, oh yeah. Everything is more fulfilling.
Way more work,
Yeah.
but way more fulfilling.
But when you think about it, like when I think about the last 6 months or 7 months, I don't think about the work. I just think about like what's coming and what we've accomplished.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, you don't remember like the shitty parts of all of it. You don't remember that stuff.
I feel like there's a lot to be learned from your experience because you went from like 0 to dad 100 in like a month.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of weird, right? Like it's not dad, it's
No, it's dad. You've told me it's dad.
It's
You're
dad.
like cooking, cleaning.
I'm doing all the dad stuff,
baking,
but
disciplining.
like, there's a clear line of like big brother.
Really?
There is.
I
yeah.
feel like your dad.
No, I know you do.
Yeah,
but
I don't know the situation.
No, I'm just saying like the lines aren't blurred now that I'm in charge. You know what I mean? Everybody, it's not like a weird thing. It's just like big brother's taking care of us.
Okay.
This is great.
Dude.
But yeah, I'm doing every dad thing you could imagine I'm doing.
I know. You're
Just
like you were worried
crash
about
course.
Christmas and
I didn't read one book. I didn't do anything. I didn't Google one thing.
Really?
Not one thing.
Really?
No.
Wow, I Google shit all the time. Maybe I should quit.
Yeah. No, you shouldn't quit. Years are too young to not Google.
Yeah, little guys, yeah.
Yeah.
What a fucking year.
Yeah.
What you went through in 18, most people will never go through.
Yeah. I'm
like 99 point something% probably.
Yeah.
Only parent dies and inherit 4 kids.
Yeah.
4 kids. That's crazy.
Yeah. And you know, it's kind of strange because when people hear that or when they find out, they're like they expect me to respond a certain way.
Yeah.
And when I don't, I think it throws people off.
Yeah.
It's because I'm like right now how I am with you. I'm like that with everyone.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just cut myself in the shower.
That's where you do it?
Yeah.
I like to do it in the tub, but whatever. That's up to you.
In the tub.
Yeah. Just in case.
Easier cleanup in the shower.
It got
Anyway.
dark quick.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that was my biggest transition.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I've grown up more in this year than my whole life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How old are you?
28.
28?
Yeah.
But you're acting like 38?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You say that, but I don't.
I'm 35. You're acting older than me. I mean, you're raising old kids.
In that way, yes, but they're sort of like their path has been set. They you know what I mean?
All right. When you tell me about your dad duties, it's mega dad duties. Like deciding.
Because I'm thriving doesn't mean.
No, but like you're making big decisions for like you're gonna work,
yeah,
you're gonna do this.
yeah.
We have to discipline you. This is being taken away. Your dad.
Yeah.
How?
Oh, I was talking about colleges last night with my
Yeah, that's fucking dad.
16-year-old.
Here's a question for you. How's your relationship with your missus, who is very fucking cool?
Yeah.
You're a lucky dude.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's
No,
great.
are you? No, seriously.
Seriously.
You guys are doing good.
There hasn't been like a moment of regret from which our conversation.
She just rolled into this.
Yeah,
She's rolled into inheriting 4 kids.
Yeah, so she came from like a
Jesus, dude.
single, like a only child situation.
She's only child.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that.
so like it was total shock. But I will say, we've been together so long that she saw each she was able to see each one of those kids like being born. Like
Whoa.
yeah. So
she knows these. Yeah.
Yeah, they know her pretty well. It's not like wasn't a big. Oh hi, how are you?
Are you guys? What I'm worried about, because
Great.
my 18 had a divorce.
Yeah. Oh God.
I know. But I'm worried about you guys losing what you have, which is that you have a great relationship.
Yeah.
I was talking to Travis too. I'm like, you have a great relationship, which is weird because I'm obsessed about great relationships. But like,
Yeah.
I just don't want you to lose it, man. Because like, you can get lost in parenting and just date night doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Taking care of each other doesn't matter. Loving each other doesn't matter. And all of a sudden, like in a year or two, it fucking mattered.
Yeah.
And you lost what was the stability for everything.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
think
just
those
worried.
things
Are you
do
gonna lose
happen.
that?
Those things do
They
happen.
reduce, but don't lose it, man.
No, you don't. That's the thing is you first of all you don't ignore it. If anything, you focus on it more.
Yeah. Even if you have to do little things.
Yeah, the little stuff adds up. You know, the date nights are clearly not as often. You know, because any night of the week could have been a date night. But now, you know, they're very seldom. But you make the most of it and you just communicate. I like if something's bothering me or if something is bothering her, there's no hesitation.
Good.
But I mean, we fight. You know, we bicker all the
Respectful fight.
time. Yeah,
Bicker.
dude, living with me has got to be the worst thing in the world.
Well, maybe lately you're super spicy. I mean,
Yeah.
you were super spicy downstairs.
Like just man, to be in her shoes, it's rough.
Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Well, first of all, fuck you for saying that. But like, I'm just
Not
saying,
because
like,
of you, because she just inherited 4 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also.
You guys have a really good thing, by the way.
Yeah. So she.
You guys like love each other, care about each other, which is probably normal, but
yeah,
it's
it
just
should
cool.
be, right?
No, it looks cool
Yeah.
from the outside.
It looks cool.
It looks like you guys are
Looks
doing
great.
really well.
Yeah. No. On the inside, we are too. But it's been good for her because she is very. They say that women are like more mature than men, just
That's
at
bullshit.
scaling.
I hate women.
You know what I mean? But she's had to grow up a little bit in certain ways.
dude,
Like
yeah.
there are things that she just didn't understand that she loves doing that she didn't even like. I don't think she would have the opportunity to even explore some of the things that she likes.
You guys could write a book after this. 0 to 100, like parenting.
It wouldn't. Yeah.
No, I don't know
not
if you.
to do.
I don't know if you realize how like this is rare. It's really rare.
Yeah.
No one does this.
But that is, to me, that makes me happy. It's not like we don't focus on, at least in my house, we don't focus on our mom being dead because my mom's dead too. You know, it's not just the kids. You know, everybody lost a parent. It's just, it's fun. We're having fun. You know, we go do fun stuff. But I mean, everybody's in therapy, so there is. It's not just like let's ignore everything and go have fun. It's let's deal with what we need to deal with.
So you believe in processing it
Yeah.
and working through it?
Yeah, I
not
believe in it
ignoring.
because I'm terrible at it.
Okay.
I believe in it for them because I know how bad at it I am.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Crazy, dude.
So anyway, that was like first 6 months of the year.
Cool. So you got kids in like May, June?
June.
You got kids in June.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take before you guys had a rhythm?
Now, next week. I don't know.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
rhythm
there's
yet?
there's a rhythm.
Oh,
It's the school
like-
year.
Didn't you say they enjoyed the summer a bit?
They enjoyed the summer.
The neighborhood,
Yeah, the neighborhood, exploring all the new streets.
playing.
You know.
You guys have a cool house.
Yeah, we
You
got a
live
pretty
next
cool
to Alex? Alex's parents,
No, they live like 5 minutes away, but we live right next to the school, the kids' elementary school. So
which is fucking awesome.
yeah, we live across the street.
That's
so,
awesome.
Like just tons of area to explore. All new kids.
So you like your hood?
Yeah, we like the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
But it's been good. You know, there is nothing else. So
How?
I hate people probably hate when I talk like that, but
No, they
it's
don't.
just the way it is.
How are the kids doing?
Some are struggling more than others.
Yeah.
But we all plan for it.
Yeah.
Mentally, even if we didn't say that to anyone, we all planned for it. My wife and I did.
They're gonna struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not ignoring it, and they're working through it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only been 6 months, so I think they're doing a great job for what they no parents, new head of the household, new home, new
yeah,
school,
new
new
state,
friends,
new-
new everything in 4 or 5 months. So
It's a lot.
yeah, they've done a great
It's a
job
lot.
of adjusting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But then, when the drama and the attention dies down and it's like regular, mundane, get everyone to school, go home, cook dinner, do dishes.
You guys have a sweet ass fan.
Sucks. It sucks.
Do you how much do you game nowadays?
None.
Shut
only
the fuck
only
up.
when like my brothers want to beat me in Smash Brothers.
How much did you game pre-kids?
A lot.
Be honest.
See, okay, so I'm just gonna preface it with my wife is very busy.
Yeah, that's
She's
great.
very busy, and
Yeah,
she
you
loved.
had no other choice.
She loved
had
when I
to
stayed
game.
out of her way because I'm annoying.
You had to game. You had no choice.
So what else is there? It's either that or cheat.
Shut up. Or do something else. But yeah,
Read a book maybe.
it's either game or cheat.
No, so a lot of gaming. I don't know, 40 hours a week.
Fuck yeah. All right. Thank you for being honest.
No way, let me do the math.
So you went from
'cause
40 to
that's not-
0?
Yeah.
You went from 3 hours a night to
Yeah,
nothing.
including the weekends, I'd say like 40 hours.
Bam. That's pretty dope, dude.
But looking back, it's just like, why?
Yeah, but you're more fulfilled.
Why did I do that?
Because it was
Could've
something to
done-
do.
I
It was
could've
that
done
or cheat.
anything
That was what you told me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I told
So
everyone.
you chose gaming. Cool, man. You're a great person.
Yeah, no, but now it's like cut down to 0, and I suck.
That's crazy.
It's good,
You've been
though.
through a lot of change, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How about your year?
Oh, it's fucking great too.
So this is the problem. Is mine is like fine. Yours is a fucking minefield with legalities and things.
It's done.
And stuff.
It's all done.
I understand that,
It's
but
fucking January 19th.
I know, but like.
Yeah,
tell the-
my
tell the
year.
tell us.
Perfect. All right, so so Christmas. Let me just get this straight. Christmas 17,
Yeah.
pretty much a year ago.
Yeah.
Christmas 17. It was like it's all over, and this wasn't like a short decision. This was like a year's worth of critical decisions, and then 6 months of critical work, and then like reaching the very fucking end, and then the holidays were just like, ugh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like our glaring problems and not making progress. So it was like Christmas. It was like day after Christmas is like I'm out. We have to separate. This has to change for sure. So I said, want to get divorced. This isn't going like I thought it would go, and I've worked for years since my boy was born. He's 3.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was a couple days after Christmas, and then New Year's. We all had the flu. Like 2 days after
whole
Christmas,
house?
the whole house had the flu.
Ugh.
And right after I said I'm leaving,
Rough.
so it was like, so are you gonna leave? Or are you gonna like help us all handle this? 'Cause like flu out of both ends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No more details needed.
Oh.
So I stuck it out. Whenever that is to New Year's Eve, and New Year's Eve I was good enough. Kids were good enough.
So a
Jamie-
couple weeks.
Yeah, Jamie's good enough, and it was like I'm out of here. And New Year's Eve, I remember they were wearing like Grayson and Jamie were wearing like little headband, whatever, the hats, and they had the little stupid streamer like where you belong.
Oh, like party stuff.
Yeah, party favors.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was like,
It's like
Hey.
what headband.
okay, bye.
Oh.
And it was like, kiss Grayson on the head, probably wave to Jamie, and it's like,
breaks
leave
your-
and go to my mother's house
Yeah, I remember
in
that.
her basement.
I remember that.
And I remember walking. It's like New Year's 10:30 p.m. I remember pulling up, and all was good. I walk into my mom's house. It's sad and it's weird and it's like a Twilight Zone, and it was like just fucked up. And it was like, hey, and I don't remember if we talked or had a drink. I don't remember, but I remember going down specifically into my room. I was like, hey, your room's downstairs.
Yeah.
And walking in with my luggage. I had my backpack and a roller bag.
Mm-hmm.
And we're walking into the fucking like to the grandkids' room. It was like covered in all these like animal decals and children prints, and like the bedspread is bright neon
It's like a
child
twin.
fest. And I remember being like, what bad decisions did I make in my life to end up right here,
Yeah.
right now? I just left my home, my family, my wife at the time, and I was in a kid's room in my mom's house in a basement.
Bright colors.
Fucking nowhere to go, nothing to do. And it was like, I definitely didn't work the next day. So it was just a feeling of pure fucked up. Like,
Were you
what
sober?
happened? I didn't go hard booze.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I don't think I was drunk or anything.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I will say, where I reached. So if your marriage is ever pressure cooking,
Mm.
you're gonna find yourself drinking more and eating more. And I ate and drank my life away. And what's funny is me and Bridger have done documentary work, right? We're gonna have that documentary come out soon. But I was I was soothing so much that I was like eating constantly, like stop at
Yeah.
Sev, just like
Oh,
candy,
just snack.
cookies, soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like all night long and eating, drinking. Like for lunch, I'd have 3 or 4 drinks. Dinner,
Oh.
3 or 4 drinks. I was
Did you
coping.
make the decision,
No,
or okay,
I was
it's
just
just
coping,
coping.
man.
Okay.
Coping. And it was like I coped even through early moving out and like probably through March or April.
Mhm.
I was drinking to cope. It's weird. You
Yeah.
don't even know you're doing it. You just need to be soothed. You just need a little help, a little edge off. And I was soothing so hardcore. And I don't think I got even halfway normal. I got my place in like I feel like March. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was right around there 'cause I came by to check it out.
Yeah.
With yeah, it was like March.
Yeah, and so I got a place 8 houses away, which is awkward.
Like
I'm
everybody loves Raymond, just like
yeah.
across the street.
I rented a house 8 houses away. I can like lean out and see my old place.
But it has pros.
Oh, way pros.
Yeah.
I never have to think about visiting my kids.
Yeah.
So I see my kids every day. Actually,
How
twice
do you
a day.
get there?
Many ways.
How do you get there?
Sometimes walk, but mainly go-peds, go-karts, three-wheelers, skateboards.
Hey, I'm the divorced cool dad. I rode a go-kart.
I do. I go-kart.
I'm
there.
wacky.
I'm fucking retarded.
That's cool,
I
dude.
think the word. But I see my kids every day. I'm
Oh,
8
that's
houses away.
Yeah.
I don't want to be 8 houses away. I would like to be in the neighborhood.
See, I thought that choice was like part of your plan.
Oh, it was.
Was it? Okay.
No, the feeling was I want to be a dad that's there all the time.
Yeah.
So being 8 houses away was like no decision. No, like, do I have to commute? Do I have to be there? How am I going to figure this out?
Did you, in the back of your mind, honestly, did you think you would end up back there at your home?
Oh, like back in the
Like,
relationship?
did you not move very far away because you might go back, or by the time you moved in, it was just like,
No, man. It was like I was divorced, and we have a counselor, and the counselor kind of convinced me to let's see where this goes,
yeah,
and we saw where it went, and it
Mhm.
was the same old stuff, the same old way for months and months and months, and we tried. I feel like we even understand each other better,
yeah,
and we know each other's like. I know Jamie like crazy. I know what
yeah.
what
Oh,
she
you
thinks,
do?
what she does.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
And
okay.
she knows me, and it's almost just like there's just an incompatibility
Yeah.
that just can't function.
Which, we look down on people that go through that, but if you're not
Dude,
if
I've
you're not compatible,
so
then
this is a better conversation. I've got inner conflict like crazy because I think people who stay married are somehow better than people who divorce.
oh, see, that's something
Isn't that
you've
crazy?
done to
That's
yourself.
inner conflict. So, but no, I could.
But that's the message we send, right?
I could
That's-
easily rationalize and be like, no, if you need a divorce, you need a divorce, or if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I secretly go, you know what? People who stay married just have better, like,
They just have
they
it.
stick to it better. They're just stronger people. They're just more dedicated.
So are
They're just
you
a
like
better marrier. So I in a way, I
better
hate
marrier.
myself. Like I'm like, you fucking failed. You didn't do it. You couldn't
Yeah, but
do
there's
it.
no like. So you think you're like a quitter?
Well, here's the thing. I can rationalize and I can tell myself what my counselor tells me. It's like
Mhm.
a relationship is two people. You can't control two people. You can
Yeah.
control yourself. So
Yeah.
you're not responsible. And if you're not happy with the rate of change, then you're welcome to leave. And so I can do it and I can understand. But there's a part of me who still feels like, come on, man, you should have stuck it out.
Really?
Yeah, it sucks. But then there's a part of me who can go through the situation and be like, no, man, you gave it fucking hell. And I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And like I signed us up for like counseling. Had the hard conversations. We had moments that you should know.
Yeah.
Like this is fucking it. And what was weird is I remember telling Jamie, I was like, why she got really serious about changing for the better when it ended. And I was like, why didn't you change when we were together? And she says, I didn't think you'd ever do it.
Oh.
So that hurts.
So that is very telling of the relationship.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but by that point, I mean, it was too little at that point.
Yeah,
too.
and we through 18, we honestly tried. We just hit the same old roadblocks, man.
Yeah.
Like every few months, it was like an explosion would happen, and it was like the same dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy. And I want to be I just want to stay married. I want to be in my kid's life, but where it got, here, I'll tell you the reason I left.
Yeah.
The reason I left wasn't because I was like, it wasn't because I couldn't handle a really shitty relationship. I could
Mhm.
handle that. I started to get aggro. I punched like a hole in our door,
Yeah.
a hole in our wall, and I slammed the door on our 3-year-old. So like
Just because it was
Grayson
just
was
overflowing.
it was overflowing. I was
Yeah.
fucking raged out. And my 3-year-old was just being a 3-year-old. And I put him in bed. And this is stupid because, like, in 1950s, this would be like a nice dad. But in
Yeah.
in 2000, whatever, it's
Oh,
not a
cool.
nice dad. Yeah, I'm a little old. Anyway, I fucking put my 3-year-old in his bed.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, rah, 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 rah. And I was like, rah, 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 rah. And boom, slammed the
Slam
door.
the door.
Terrified the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And he still brings up slamming doors to this day. He's like, I'm really mad. I'm going to slam the door. I was like, whoa, dude, I really
fuck.
affected you, yeah.
You are actually a sponge.
But I left because I freaked myself out and I was freaking my 3-year-old out.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to leave this house.
Yeah.
I'm going to embarrass myself. I'm going to either like, I don't think I'm a domestic violence guy, but I'm either going to punch my wife, punch my kid. I don't think
dude.
I'd punch my kids. So I'm going to like, what would I do? If you're not going to hit
you
your wife or
break
hit your
stuff.
kid, you just break stuff.
You're gonna throw your phone in the garage. You're gonna fucking
Oh, I did that.
slam your
No,
car door.
That's it. I'm way more advanced than that. I
Really?
like threw phones, broke cars, fucking.
Which, by the way, if anyone ever met you, I don't think that's.
It's not my MO.
People would not think that's in you. So if that, and I know it's not from knowing you very
It's just
well.
not. I didn't recognize myself.
So yeah,
I was like, this is not. I'm like pressure cooking.
I could
gotta leave.
tell during the whole process because every time I would see you, it was like you were lost without being honest. Like you didn't know why you were losing yourself, but you were, and you were trying to figure it out, and it just so happened to be this thing.
I couldn't correct it, dude.
Yeah.
Even with a great counselor, I was like, what have I not said? What have I not done? What do I need to do? And
But it's all you.
yeah, and it's like it just didn't equal that. It was
Yeah.
like you're in a relationship.
So, kind of going back to those principles that we think, if you have to stay together no matter what, is that changing with the younger kids? You think?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not. So here,
I
let
know
me give.
people that are my age that have been divorced. Like
Let me overarch this and give my
yeah.
real
Okay.
opinion.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No. My real opinion about life and relationships. So my real opinion is a lifelong relationship is possible and it's nice. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
However, I just feel like relationships organically are going to be maybe 1 month, maybe 1 year, maybe 10 years, maybe 100 years. And you just don't know what you're going to get. And so we made up the marriage contract, right?
Yeah.
We're fucking married and we take care of each other and we're bound legally
Yeah.
to like, it's stupid. Relationships can last as long as they need to last until you've learned what you need to learn or you want to continue on.
So it's not always a permanent.
No, honestly, outside of a marriage contract, isn't it natural to have relationships that last different amounts of time?
Yeah.
That's natural.
Yeah. People come in and out of your life all the time.
Friends, family, things
Yeah.
change. I just don't feel. I feel like what I'm doing isn't all that unnatural, but because of society, it's like, no, you fucked up, man.
ingrained,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're weak. You're soft. You didn't stick it out.
I feel like
You
it's
made a bad
changing.
choice. Like
Yeah, but why? Yeah,
It's weird.
There's so many flaws when you look back on what we've decided to make
love
law.
contracts, dude. Love
Yeah.
contracts
For someone that
that
you
are super fucking expensive, by the way.
Hey, super expensive.
Yeah.
But someone that you might not have ever lived with or, been that close to, you're dating and you live separately and then you get engaged
Dude.
and you get married. You never even lived with them.
Dude. You good?
Yeah. Oh. I thought he was like
I thought he was giving us a
I thought he
cue.
was like
Clear my
guys.
throat.
Travis was like, hey, bro, you're
Hey, oh.
fucking.
So I'm just saying
Don't go down this road.
like you don't even know these people
No.
all the way.
Get this. I'm going to give my wife's ex-wife. This is great.
Dude. Transition.
Give my ex-wife some credit.
Yeah.
I felt, whoa, I'm bleeding. It's crazy. All right, so
man.
I'm mad. I fell madly in love with my ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
Madly in love. The most I had fell in love with anyone ever.
Anything?
Yeah, I fall in love with objects all the time. But anyway, any woman ever, and it was like I was supposed to fall in love with her.
Yeah.
I was supposed to. I swear to God, chemically, like boom, had to have this person. Had the person, and I really feel like we came to each other. I swear to God, to teach each other some lessons, because she's gotten a lot out of this, believe it or not. I've
Mhm.
gotten a shit ton out of this, because I can say I have. And it's just like, I fell in love chemically, universally, whatever.
Emotionally.
We just went there. I didn't
Mhm.
have a whole lot of choices. It
Yeah.
made sense.
Yeah.
And we learned our lessons, and it's sad that we had to go through to learn I had to go through this to learn what I had to
Yeah.
learn. I was very codependent and just I didn't even have my own bearings in life.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go through this, and I just feel like the universe is so stupid. I feel like this is
It's
saying
not stupid because
it's very hippie though.
think about what you came away. You walked away with.
Yeah,
You
but it's
walked away with a better self-understanding.
yeah,
You walked away with 2 kids.
yeah, beautiful
You walked
kids.
away with lessons that you probably never would have learned,
You couldn't
anywhere
design that lesson.
and you helped someone else grow.
Yeah, but we had to lose that.
Yeah.
So it was a big price to pay, but like I just don't feel like it was just like a bad decision or whatever. It was like perfect. It
Yeah.
just sucks. There's
Yeah.
things that happen perfectly in life that your mom,
Yeah.
they happen, they suck, but in a way,
Just it's all about how you process it.
yeah.
If you take something away from it, then it's you know.
You're more fulfilled being a father raising children and your life makes more sense in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, my life makes sense.
In a way.
I
but,
know.
but your mom's gone.
So here's the thing, right? Is like I don't believe in a lot of the hippy dippy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe I have like I'm more comfortable with staying here on this planet.
Oh.
When I think back, like what was really keeping me here? Not that I'm saying
Do you have an option to
anything
leave?
like
'Cause
that.
I would take that option.
I'm just saying like purpose is a big deal, and you don't really think it is until you've got it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, that should be it.
But which is
Quote or
really hippie and like out
I
there,
know.
but like
Saying like, I was supposed to fall in love.
Yeah.
I needed that in
Yeah.
my life.
but that goes against my personality a little bit because I just think I'm cold hard science on a lot of things.
Dude,
So they don't mix very often.
I feel a strong need to give marriage advice right now from a guy who's just got divorced. My marriage advice to anyone listening, this is straight up. This is the
Mhm.
best I can give it, and I'm at
Alright.
a place in time where this is just the way it is. But like every single fucking relationship in your life, including your parents and your siblings and whatever, they're all, I swear to God, they're all conditional. So you're married. I was married.
Yeah.
You're there. I swear to God, it's conditional. If you're not willing to do basic steps towards what your partner needs, you could,
I fucked up. That's I mean, bro.
but
Sorry.
you can lose it because it's conditional.
Yeah.
And so I went into my marriage unconditional. I'm like, I'll love
Whoa.
her. I'll love her no matter what. I'll handle her no matter what. I won't say anything no matter. So I handled it wrong. I was my mistake, not hers. And I just tolerated everything. And I just dealt with everything. And I just dug a big old hole where by the time I spoke up and asked for what I wanted and needed, it was just a little late.
Too
and It was
late.
just hard to make changes to old habits. But like, so both you guys, like,
Mhm.
if you don't meet your partner's expectations, you're gonna lose, and you should, because it's conditional. Unconditional love belongs to what? Parents and kids?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will
Parents and kids.
unconditionally love my kids. I might not unconditionally support them,
Yeah.
but
But
I'll
I think
unconditionally love them.
I
Even if
don't
my
know
ki-
about Travis,
Yeah.
but like for me, I understand what those conditions are, and I think that's
Are you willing to meet them?
sounds really bad, but like a step ahead in marriage is just because
I'm not.
I understand what they are, and I know
You're more advanced in marriage. I
well,
feel like,
I don't. Yeah, I would hate putting it that way, but
you, dude, you are.
I don't know.
Yeah. How?
But you're right. Yeah, you are right. You have to understand what your partner wants and what those needs are, and you have to meet them. And likewise, they have to do the same for you.
Yeah,
if
it's
they don't, then it's
conditional.
empty.
But how weird that we go into ceremonies and we have all our family and friends and we say unconditional love forever.
Yeah.
And if you're religious, like you believe there's actually afterlife love.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to that.
Oh, crazy, man.
So, what is gonna change? Okay, wait. 2 questions.
Yeah.
One, when are you gonna start dating?
I'm on a dating app.
What?
Yeah.
Which one?
Bumble.
Grinder?
Bu-
Wait,
Isn't
what's
Grindr gay?
yeah?
Fucking dick. No, it's
Wait,
Bumble.
what's Bumble?
Bumble.
Give me the rundown. Is it
Brid-
Tinder?
It's like.
It is. He's saying yes.
No,
I don't want to hear your
it's
answer. He said yes.
Go ahead, Trev.
No, it's very similar, but I think the girl has to reach out first. Isn't that the case?
Bam.
Wait, why do you know about this?
My friend is on it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
okay.
good. Good cover.
Okay. So the woman has to reach out.
Yeah, dude. It's honestly, I don't want hookup culture. I don't want hookup that
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Bumble Bridger. I think Bridger met his chick on.
Really?
Yeah, Bridger.
Well,
He met her on Bumble. Anyway, you just swipe, but she has to swipe and then also decide to message you. So it'll say like she swiped, she likes you, and then she'll never message you, and it will die forever.
How funny is it that they have to give the men the option to swipe too? So it's like
I know,
they're just
like-
giving you that nugget of like,
What's funny is I was like, I'm pretty much not swiping any chicks, and Bridger's like, I swiped them all. And it was
Really?
like- yeah, it was fun.
oh man. Think about dating apps,
I was
dude.
so I went from I don't even want to say this.
So you have to.
Fuck. So I went from no tech to Pinterest, which is like
Wait, what?
straight vagina, right?
Why'd you go Pinterest?
Because I just needed something to do. So I started like building my
Shouldn't be
dream
Pinterest.
home.
Oh fuck.
I went from like
dude.
dream home to like dream chick.
Do you have like a what are those boards called?
Yeah, I fucking
Oh,
had pinboard.
Fuck.
So I went to dream chick, and then I went from dream chick on Pinterest. It's embarrassing.
What's your
To
Pinterest name?
Bumble, and then I'm like swiping no way on like every single chick except for like 10s that are psychotic.
That's a good idea.
It's great. I'm really healthy.
What's your Pinterest name?
I don't know. Everything's private.
Even
I'm
if you knew.
embarrassed.
Even
I'm,
if you knew.
I'm totally embarrassed.
Yeah, date. When you think
I'm
about,
on Bumble, motherfucker.
think about how many hours and conversations and like dating apps cut out. You swiped how many people do you think? How many women? Like 20?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Fucker. My Pinterest. I think I'm Shane Stott.
Okay. What? The first thing is just like a pair of
It's
tits in a
dream.
dress.
It's
There's
dream
not
chick.
even a head.
It's
just
dream
boobs,
chick.
Dude.
It's dream chick. Why are you judging me?
Because. Okay, you're right.
Why are you judging?
I'm the bad one here.
I have lighting ideas.
Oh, that's cool. That's great.
I have dream chick and light.
He has a Pinterest board with just tits, dude.
It's my dream chick. I'm sorry
Yeah,
you don't
I-
dream anymore. But this is what I dream.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so lots of lonely
I would
nights.
hope your dream chick had
A face?
breasts.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
You have to have a picture to be reminded. Oh, I hope she has
Whoa.
tits. I hope she.
When you put it that way, yeah, it sounds awkward and stupid.
I hope she is skinny. I need to be reminded.
Listen,
So wait,
motherfucker.
are you? Go ahead.
Lots of lonely nights, lots
Yeah.
of boredom. I went from no
I'm
tech to
sure.
Pinterest,
Yeah.
and I loaded up my boards.
Oh,
I have like
yeah.
dream master bedroom, dream bathroom,
My wife does that.
exterior remodel, interior. That might be
Mhm.
a chick. We don't know.
Mm.
Dream chick, lighting ideas.
So wait, with your dream chick, do you know how those ransom notes where they cut out letters? Do you just have like a head and a body and
You-
arms?
You can live, motherfucker. This is the
So
greatest
bad.
topic ever.
Why would you even admit to that?
I-
That is
'cause
something you hide deep.
No, I'm
down.
trying to make a good show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Well,
we might as
yeah,
well just spill
That's
it
the
out.
key, bro.
What's funny, I'm only spilling like 75% of what I got.
That's okay.
Alright.
So okay.
Where are we?
I-
Bumble. Bumble.
But wait, hold on.
I'm not.
Okay, go ahead.
ahead.
No, you go.
I'm not into hookup culture.
Yeah.
It's bad for me.
It's bad for
I've
everyone.
done it. It's stupid.
Done
I haven't done hookup culture because apps weren't around when I was doing
That's what
that.
I'm saying, yeah.
But like there was like sites, and it was trolling for sexual stuff.
Yeah.
So I genuinely want to just meet some women. Is that cool?
Yeah. Tinder is not the place.
It's not working.
Dream chick. It's fine.
All right.
I get you.
Okay, thanks. But so Bumble felt safe to me.
Yeah.
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 I've
It's
had-
fine that you're on there.
I've
Don't
had
get me
chicks
wrong.
ghost me too. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And then they're like, "Blah blah blah," and then they just ghost.
Yeah.
And I'm like, one of my things is I'm super direct. So I don't know if this is good.
Super direct.
But I'm just like, hey, if you don't fucking respond to me, like, no, I don't say respond. I'm like, if we don't fucking, what do I say? Let me just
we
read
aren't
it.
fucking.
No, I know what I said. I said if we're not having banter, I'm unmatching you.
Listen,
and then they
bitch.
don't do anything, and then I just release them, just like
Really?
fish. No, but like, I just don't have time.
I get you.
I don't have time to play games.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
I think about if you didn't have like I try going back in my mind to pre-dating apps. Think about how much volume you can get through.
Oh
Just
yeah,
by-
with apps.
Just by like
Apps are
how many
crazy.
women can you just be like, nope, not interested. Nope, not interested. Nope, nope, nope.
Oh, dude, it's as fast as you can swipe a finger.
Yeah.
And you know, like, in a second. And you know what's crazy is I always think, like, okay, so swiper, what way am I going to swipe her? And then I'm like,
What way am I gonna?
no, but it's like some are easy, right? But
Yeah.
some are like, she's real close. Like, and what if she's like a diamond in the rough? And it's like, there's this awful habit of like, her potential.
Oh my god,
I
dude.
know. I know.
See,
Well, let's keep going. This is
one
great.
of these days I'm just
This
gonna
is
get
so
like a
awkward.
link to a Bumble profile and be like, Mason, 1 to 10. What would you rate this? I need to be at a 60.
We need 2 8s. Travis, 2 8s and a
We're
7.
just gonna get a group text. And it's just gonna have a picture of a woman.
2 8s and a 7. Oh, dude, I've got props. I'm working
Yeah.
on it with my counselor. Yeah.
So So you downloaded the app, so you're thinking about dating.
I'm willing to go
Have
on
you
my
been
first
on a date?
No.
Okay.
And then the few I've talked to, the very few
Yeah.
who possibly swipe me, I'm like, I want a date, nice and slow, nice and easy.
But you check a lot of boxes, right?
like say yes.
No, I mean like if you're on a dating app, like I don't feel like that many people should be turning you down.
Oh, dude.
Maybe it's something.
No,
you got
that's
something going on with your profile.
no, yeah, maybe.
The
One of the
algorithm.
first things I noticed though is like, hey man, if you're gonna be single, you gotta get used to rejection. Like
Yeah,
again, it's like
yeah.
you're just not used to it. You're just like, I can have whatever I want, and then you're like, oh, I fucking can't have it. It's like,
Oh.
girls don't like me. It's awkward.
So if you were to go on a date, what would it be?
Coffee shop.
Oh fuck.
Bridger
off,
gave me that
dude.
advice.
Come on.
Bridger's like, dude, Bridger's advice is
I'm
gold.
texting Bridger right now.
Okay, do. But Bridger's advice is gold. He's like, so I used to go on full-on dates. Half of them were shit shows, and I didn't want to be there. And I knew the second I picked him up, it was a shit show.
Yeah.
He's like, go on coffee shop dates. You'll know in 15 minutes if you want to like actually date him. So I just took that to heart. And now it's like, if she wants to date, we're gonna go to a coffee shop for a brief moment.
What if you really like this woman, and everything's great, and you're like, hey, I'll meet you at this Starbucks, and she's like, ooh, sorry,
You're a loser.
I'm LDS. I actually don't drink I
LDS?
don't drink coffee.
That's a problem. Let's just say she's
Would
Christian.
you be like, okay, well, let's go
no,
to...
say Christian.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not gonna date an LDS chick. That's it.
But that was my question.
Okay.
Would you still go on the date with her if you had to take her to, like, the Cracker Barrel
And I
or
want
something?
her.
Yeah.
I want her.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Are you serious?
My boundaries aren't that
Oh,
strong.
my God, dude.
I don't have boundaries like
you have
that.
problems.
Yeah, I do have problems.
All right.
So I was reading a parenting article, and it's like how you keep your boundaries with your children or how they'll keep their boundaries with their friends. I was like, my kids are
Oh.
fucked.
Yeah.
Like, if there's enough influence, I change my opinion.
Fuck.
Like, Dad, oh my God, I don't want to eat dinner, and I gotta eat this. And I'm like, fuck, good point.
Fine.
Let's do that. So one day they're gonna have friends. I'm like, let's fucking go get drunk and go do ecstasy at a rave.
Which,
they'll be
by
like-
the way,
And enough friends will like pressure him. They're like, okay.
Yeah.
So I got props. That's what I'm trying.
oh God.
I don't hold hard boundaries.
Okay.
It's hard enough. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'd go if I wanted her
Mm-hmm.
and she wanted to go on a normal date, I would just
Sure, I'll take you to the
I'll take her to the Cinemax.
covered wagon buffet.
Yeah, oh, dude, do you remember? You don't remember this?
What?
You're from Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the
What the
fuck?
fuck?
No, do you remember the fucking Wagon Master?
No.
Okay, maybe that was too old for you.
What's the wagon master?
No Wagon Master. Okay. So when I was a kid, they had a restaurant called the Wagon Master, and you went and ate in covered wagons in a giant warehouse.
Oh, cool.
And there was like cowboys walked up and they're like, "Hey, young sport." I don't know what they said.
sport.
They'd-
What the
They'd have like a shootout
Hey,
and
sport.
cowboys, and like it was great.
Cool.
So you don't know.
Did you
Wagon
eat
Master.
like Dutch oven dinners and
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
great. And then you're in a covered wagon, and as like an 8-year-old with a Game Boy, you're killing it.
Really cool.
Yeah, it was great, dude.
I wonder why that's not around anymore.
Yeah, true. I wonder why they went out of it. The Wagon Master. Okay.
So dating. So
Yeah.
you okay?
Keep
so,
going. This
so
is
you're
embarrassing
open,
and funny.
but you're open to dating though. You're
Yeah.
you're on the app.
Oh,
you're-
perfect. I asked a girl on a first date. I was like, "Hey, you want to go?" And she like ignored it, ghosted a little,
yeah.
and later I was like, "No, you totally weren't into it." And she's like, "I wasn't," and I was like, "Yeah, you were." And so I'm like totally getting used to like single
Oh,
rejection
dude,
life.
you got to learn the language. You got to learn
Apparently.
all the communication.
I've already fucked up once, or twice, or like 5 times. Yeah, one girl couldn't spell, and she kept sending like. I said in the thing I said I'm Buddhist, which is a philosophy, not a religion.
Oh God.
But she's like, "Are you really a nudist?" And I'm like, "A Buddhist." I'm like, "I'm a nudist Buddhist." Anyway, she misspelled that, and
oh,
then she's like,
did you
"I'm
make
from."
a joke?
Yeah, she says I'm from San Diego, and I said, "Are you having a stroke as we speak?" Which is probably not the right thing to
Great
say.
joke, dude. That's so good.
Yeah, she ghosted. She went away. I don't know why.
she
I
did.
mean, asking people if they're having a stroke is normal.
San Diego. What did she say?
She said San Diego,
San
and I said, "Are you having a stroke as we speak?" And then that was the end of that.
That's so
And then
good.
some like jazz dancer wrote me. She was
Oh.
super into me, and I was like,
Yeah.
super into me. That's easy to say, but she was interested.
So into me.
And she's like, I have a complex of being a monster, and I feel like I'm
Oh.
just too tall and my limbs are too long when I'm in high heels. Something's weird.
And are you like, zoom?
No, I was like, when I'm naked, I feel like an alien.
You said that.
Ghost, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Isn't this better than normal life?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you
I
rather
just-
do this than be normal?
Yeah,
Isn't this
but I
fucking
feel
weird?
like you think you're talking to your wife who you secured, who is legally bound to understand your
Dude,
weird tendencies.
no, if a chick can understand that like I feel like an alien naked, then we probably shouldn't date. I need that type of chick.
Yeah,
Straight
that's
up.
true. You're weeding
No,
out a lot of
I
the-
am weeding out.
Yeah.
Even my profile, it's just more weeding out. Like
Mm.
it's gonna be more rare, but when she comes through, it'll be a more right.
So, what if they don't line up? Like, what if you find the coolest chick,
This is so great.
but like she's like a solid 5.5? It was just so degrading.
No, that already happened.
But you know what I'm saying?
That already happened.
Like, what if they just
Last
don't?
night that happened.
Okay.
Last night.
And how'd it go? Are you still?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I think we have to be honest.
You have to. That sigh says it all.
No, it does, because it
You
says a lot about
ghosted her.
it says a lot about who I am. So someone swiped me, and it was a potential like swipe, whatever the fuck that is.
Sure. On
And-
Bumble.
Yeah, and she was like, her face was cute, man. Like, this is so weird to explain.
This is so bad.
But
by the
I
way.
really had a fucking like 20-minute dilemma last night. Like, if you can't swipe in a minute, you got probs, and if you can't swipe in 20 minutes, you got big probs. But it was like she was like cute enough, like whatever, and
Whatever.
great body, but like great. The things she said were right, and it was like, I was like, I like dig this chick. She's cool, but like she just doesn't look like I imagine her to look. Like something's off. Like something's a little.
But that's
She's
fine.
got a little fetal alcohol syndrome, or something's a
Oh,
little
that's-
off. Like something's just like.
yeah.
It's like for the rest of ever, can I look at this and do this and enjoy this? And I remember consciously being like, I'd probably love to be with her. Great personality, great body, on. And I remember being like, I asked myself this. I was like, is she her? Which is something I ask myself now. Is
So
this her?
dumb.
I know. Is this the girl on your Pinterest board?
Is she the
And
one?
I was like, No, she's not.
Well, that's fine.
Is
Well,
that
but
really?
why
I
are
didn't
you-
feel fine about it. I felt fucked up about
Why
it.
are you made to feel that's bad?
Because it was
Shouldn't
like
you
she's
want-
probably a great person.
But that doesn't. That's not everything.
No, but like she, I
Well, the
bet
car runs great. It just looks
okay.
like shit.
to give you the flip flop, I've had the fucking 10 chick
Yeah.
who is the you would just love to look at her the rest of your life, and her body's perfect, and you would just enjoy every second of every life. Like
I
sex is
understand that.
perfect.
Yeah.
Everything's perfect. However, if the core is wrong and it's fucked up anyway,
Yeah.
and it's worth nothing.
No, I'm with you on that.
'Kay.
I'm not. What I'm saying is I don't think it's bad to say her looks aren't what I'm looking for. Next.
Okay, that's fine.
She doesn't have to be a 10. She doesn't have to be a
No,
genius.
she doesn't, dude.
But if it's not what you're looking
I
for,
couldn't look at it forever. Okay.
Yeah. See, that's fine to
'Kay.
say. It just
I
feels
think I gotta
weird.
give myself permission. It does feel weird. No, but that's reasonable.
By the way, I say this coming from someone who married up, and I have the
Married up.
personality. I just don't have the the other end. So I understand what you're saying. I just want to
How
punch
old are
in
you
the
and
face.
Alex, your wife?
15.
15.
But-
I remember seeing pictures too.
Dude, I looked good.
Oh, dude, handsome devil.
These 13
Oh,
years
dude.
have done.
He made her
fucking-
moist. That feels weird to say.
Dude, that's my
Sorry,
wife.
Alex. She's listening. She
Sorry.
listens to the episode. Sorry,
Probably.
Alex. I was just like generally commenting.
But what I'm saying is
You were handsome.
I was, yeah.
What happened?
But see, if I got on that app, I couldn't be like, yeah, I'm just gonna look for the 10s.
So here's what happened. My swiping started with like a very small, like Pinterest only. And then it just keeps opening up to like, no, she's cute. I like her. No,
So it's
I could I
desperation.
could tolerate that forever.
Okay. What about a hookup?
No,
No,
No.
none.
no, dude. So here's my issue. I love being really honest on some platform.
Yeah.
If I drink, I have problems. My standards and my way of thinking and what I care about and where I'm at, where I'm going, changes with alcohol. So if I go
It's
have
not every-
5 drinks, it doesn't long term doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sexual attraction matters. Women like it just changes, and it's embarrassing to say. I've gone out
But
and
that's
gone.
everyone.
I've gone to like a club or specifically, you go out and you party and you drink,
Mhm.
and everything changes.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, all my standards and my what I want and where I'm going and what matters just
But you're not alone in that.
No, but it sucks. You feel guilty. You feel embarrassed about yourself.
I know, but you shouldn't though, because that's what it's made to do.
So what's the lesson? Not to drink that hard, that heavy, that often?
Well,
Or set yourself up to win? Don't get in bad situations?
yeah, you just have to realize where you're at, like what chapter you're on in your life.
I literally went to a club with my sister Monique, and we went. It was like a breakdancing competition.
Oh,
this is great. Yeah,
me,
with
dude.
Tanner. Okay, it's gonna get worse. Just prepare yourself.
Seriously?
So yeah, drink a bunch, get drunk, and then I am literally on classmates.com looking up a chick I used to hang out with.
Are you kidding?
Like, no, I'm fucking honest. Because I can't get a hold of her, and I don't have her number, and I'm classmates.comming her to get her connection to connect in
some way.
Let's just not even explain where I'm going to go. But for that.
Oh, so you're trying to fuck an old classmate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
What year or like what?
I'm an 01er.
No, I mean like how long have you known her? What grade?
Fucking at least 01.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out if it was like
is it
a middle school
right now?
thing. Is it?
No, it's high school.
Okay.
College.
Oh, okay.
College. But I'm like, I went from like, I care about a long-term relationship that's satisfying to like, I'm going to hook up with an old classmate from high school because we used to. Do you guys know what this is like?
No.
Okay, please. Say
I've
no.
never searched classmates.com to find some random.
Worse off, I did make the connection.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day when I'm like fucking hungover and in bed, she's like, hey, I got your message and I'd like to connect. And then I had to ghost it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pussy.
You ghost it because.
Okay, you ghost it.
Yeah.
And then I see her at a fucking pumpkin festival with my kids and soon-to-be ex-wife.
Are you kidding?
Days later. And she's like, hey, you reached out. And I was like, and my ex-wife is getting fries at a door over there while I'm like, yeah, dude.
So were you trying to like, okay, scurry, get out of here, get the fuck out.
Fuck yeah. And she was with a guy.
Oh,
and
my
the
God.
guy could sense what the fuck was going on.
Oh,
and he's like, my date is hitting on you because you classmated her, and it's a 10-year-old thing that why are you doing this? And it was just fuck. Oh.
Was she hot?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. Or worse off, I have exes live in other states.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly an ex. And I can't help but like that sexual factor is still there. I'm not that great of a person is what I'm trying to say to you.
This is a long way of saying that.
This is like the best way to say that I have urges that I can't control.
I think it freaks you out a little bit, but I think more of what it is it's just something that you're new at. That you don't.
What am I new at? Being single?
Being single.
Yeah.
You know.
Dude,
But let me go back to what I was saying because you just okay, so you're not going to go on Tinder and look
no hookups, man.
If it just dropped in your lap, no hookups. Oh, the neighbor. I mean, just go watch a porno and you'll know what I'm talking about.
I watch porno all the time.
The neighbor comes over, her pipes are busted. Oh,
I'll bust her pipes. Go on.
She needs you to lay some pipe, and it's like, no, nothing.
Wait. So you're saying if a random...
I'm saying if it literally fell in your lap.
Okay, so like the neighbor needs to be banged, and she wants me to bang her. Okay. Is there alcohol
I'm just trying to get your perspective.
I'm trying to understand myself as well.
Like, are you saying I won't make the conscious decision to hook up, or is it like I'm just not interested in any of it? Period.
No.
The end.
No. So the neighbor needs her pipes fixed.
Yeah.
And she's like, fix my pipes.
She's got a leaky
and I'm like,
pipe.
which pipes?
Yeah.
Yours or, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I might fix her pipes, especially if we drink. However,
alcohol.
It will come with it'll come with a payment of guilt.
Okay. So you're just not into it.
Come on, man. Like, you're still doing this shit.
Yeah.
You know this doesn't equal long-term happiness. It felt great. You satisfied yourself on her face. It's great.
Dude.
Okay, this is the issue.
So, well, it wasn't an issue. It was more of just like an investigation for me because what it sounds like, to me, if you would have said like, yeah, I'm hooking up all the time, dude. It's like, then that tells me that this is not a very healthy way of distancing yourself from your history.
But you're saying if it fell in your lap, it's not that unhealthy.
No, I'm saying the fell in the lap goes along with it being unhealthy. Like, for you to say I'm not that interested tells me like you're in a very good place and you handle it the right way.
So that chick who met all the criteria except her
Part two.
fucking like fetal alcohol syndrome.
Yeah.
That is like the test because this is crazy saying this.
You don't have to.
Fuck it, it's a platform. So bangable,
Yeah.
not look atable the rest of my life. Isn't that crazy? That's the reality. I'm not that great of a person. Let's just be clear.
Or a podcaster.
Do people listening to podcasts want to hear reality?
Yeah.
Here you go. Fucking there it is. That's what you're
But
experiencing.
what I'm saying is
Yeah.
that is not a negative. To say she
Really?
didn't check all your boxes isn't something you should be ashamed
Yeah,
of.
because you're cool with swiping. You're like, no,
Yeah.
she didn't fit.
Yeah.
You can't look at it forever.
Yeah.
It.
It's like buying a home. It's got to check most of your boxes.
Yeah. No, I
gotta be
I
happy with
Pinterest
you.
homes, and then there's homes that come for sale in my neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
and if they're not close enough, they don't work.
You just don't make the cut.
No, it's like,
You shouldn't feel bad about it because it's going on the other end.
you're
too.
helping me.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to your Colorado smoke.
But yeah, I just from what I can tell and from what I've seen the last year.
How do I
been-
seem?
It's been well.
Am I healthy?
You went through some shit.
Yeah.
I'll just say that,
It was heavy, man.
and you came out pretty good.
Yeah. You want to know what's the hardest fucking thing, period, whatsoever? Nothing matters outside of this.
Yeah.
Like, if going through a divorce was like a 3 out of 10, divorcing with kids is like the 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I can divorce. I can fucking leave. I can move on. I can handle emotions. It's like my child, my boys, I'm
Mhm.
leaving the house. I'm moving up the street. I'm trying to set up a new home. You don't understand what's going on. I'm sorry. I'm not here all the time. I'm not here when you wake up at night. That's the pain. That's the 10.
Yeah.
The divorce with whoever, that's a 3.
Yeah.
That's nothing. I hate to say that, but that's nothing.
Well,
It's the kids, man.
Yeah.
It fucking eats you alive.
Yeah.
That's why divorce is hard. If you divorced as like a non-kid relationship,
Mhm.
whatever, you'll be
Because
fine.
they're an adult too.
You'll be
and they-
fine. It's
they-
like a shitty breakup. It's
Yeah.
the shittiest breakup you've ever had.
The most expensive breakup you could ever.
Period.
Okay.
You bring kids in, it brings this deep, deep fucking like guilt and weirdness, and
Yeah.
I would so with Grayson, 3-year-old, it was like I was almost his only parent. He'd
Mhm.
wake up, ask for me. I'd be there at night. Because we had to split up. We had two boys.
Yeah.
So I was his everything. And going through that transition of like a month of like, he'd wake up and ask for daddy, and daddy wasn't there.
Yeah.
Or he would wake up and go get in mommy and daddy's bed. Daddy wasn't there.
Yeah.
That was actually what wrenched my heart, what killed me, what was hard. That was it.
Yeah.
Not the relationship.
So do you think they made it out as best they could?
Fuck yeah. They're
Yeah.
doing so good. So get this. All of our grandparents, sisters, brothers, everyone stayed involved.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's respectful and nice. We've done so well. In fact, our counselors and our attorneys said we've done the best they've ever seen.
Oh,
Isn't
God.
that worth something?
Yeah.
That's worth something.
That's something to take away.
So all family stayed close. No one's disrespecting each other. My family doesn't hate Jamie. Her family doesn't hate me.
Mm-hmm.
And our kids get the best of everything. I see my kids every morning,
Yeah.
and I see them most of the time at night. 2 times a day, every single day. It won't work
Yeah.
forever. It's working now, but like the kids won, which is fucking
Yeah.
beautiful. I
That's
know.
all that
I know 2 divorces that are just ruthless.
Just bad.
Yeah, ruthless.
So the thing is, you said it won't work forever, but it won't need to.
No.
I think when they get older, you'll be able to maintain a habit that fits better for them.
For sure. I bet we go
Yeah.
week on, week off, but the whole daily thing it won't be as necessary. But like going through this,
Mm-hmm.
they almost. I mean, they knew, but they almost didn't know. I see dad every morning. I see
Right.
dad every night.
It's just a change. It's not a total cutoff.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it's got to be so rough when you look at some divorces like you were saying, and it's
Oh,
just
dude, I know ruthless ones.
it's just like, you know,
You know what's crazy?
know.
Divorce is like this. Divorce is like you're Trump and I'm Kim Jong Un, and we both have a nuclear. Nuclear. All right, we both have a nuke button. Let's just say nuke. We're
I'm
looking at.
surprised he didn't just walk out.
I know, Travis. You should just leave. I'm better than this. So like, Mace, we both have
Yeah.
a nuke button.
Mm-hmm.
You come on, you're Jamie. Put your finger on your nuke button.
I'm playing.
Yeah, we can literally annihilate the entire Earth.
Yeah.
More than just you.
Oh yeah.
And more than just me. We
Yeah.
can annihilate the kids and the Earth, and we're both looking at each other. Like,
Your move.
so that's what divorce is.
Fuck.
It's finger on the nuke through like no, seriously, because like I could pull this, she could pull this, she could pull this, like she could pull kids, I could pull finances, we could pull,
Yeah.
and you're just looking at each other with this fucking crazy button, and you're like, please don't do this, I don't want to do this.
I'll maintain my end
Yeah,
if you do.
things get shitty, and you're like, I want to fucking kill you,
Yeah.
and he's like, so I want to kill you, and he's like, but we have kids in the earth. This is what it's like. This is what it's like.
Holy
It's my best explanation.
Wow.
2 fingers on the nuke button
So what are
with
you?
kids.
Okay. Talking about the kids.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You're on Bumble. She might be on Bumble.
She's not as of last night.
You just swipe right to make
She'll
sure
be
she's
on
not there.
Bumble. She needs to.
But what I'm saying is that presence is gonna be felt at home.
I know.
How do you deal with that?
So
And do you have a game plan?
from what I've heard, do whatever the fuck you want. However, introducing them to the kids, 6 months minimum. Like 6 months of I really am committed to this person.
Okay.
Because the worst thing you can do for your kids is to give them instability or crazy change
Yeah.
or different people.
Yeah.
So
And that goes for you too, right?
and we talked
6
about that
months?
last night. It was
Oh,
like
okay.
we don't fuck around with this. Even if I meet someone I just love,
Yeah.
lots of time. There's
Okay.
no reason to be doing this. And what's
Mm.
crazy is, I don't know if I can do this without knocking on my parents, but my mom and my dad had partners when I was little.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. My
Okay.
dad had every single time I visited my dad, he had a girlfriend, a
Whoa.
different girlfriend.
See, that's
Every
that.
single
That's that next
fucking time.
level.
Dad, you're awesome. Way to
Yeah.
go. Hustle that. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
But mom, she just like loved and went in and out of relationships.
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna be very strict about
That's smart.
6 months a year. I don't know.
That's smart.
My to give my parents slack, to give my parents credit,
Slack.
they did the best they could, and it was
They
like
had to raise you.
yeah, they had to raise a little fucking asshole. And
Yeah.
I understand more about my parents now after being a parent than you
Really?
probably do too. You know what it's like to be a parent, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You never know the exact answer. You're doing the best
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
You're stressed out.
Yeah.
You don't have all the resources you need. You're just fucking winging it.
Yep. I will say more than that. I've come to realize what I didn't have. Like I'm feeling now more than ever what I missed out on.
What?
Well,
Dad
like,
stuff? or
Yeah,
mo-
yeah, just like having two
Whoa.
adult
Dude,
yeah, single mom,
dude.
and then I just
Single
now
mom
more
for
than
me
ever
too.
I'm realizing.
Isn't it
like,
crazy?
what the fuck? There are things that
You did.
I should have just had that I didn't. And it's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah. And so now with like my wife and me, I'm noticing like certain people go to certain kids go to certain parents depending on what
For
they.
sure.
And there are things that Alex is better at teaching them and instilling in them than I am.
Dude.
And when you think about like a mom that has to do both, like I think you experienced
It's
a lot
too
of it, and I
much.
did too. It just doesn't register the same way as a dad or a mom.
Dude, I have an influence over my kids that's a dad influence that
Mhm.
Jamie couldn't bring no matter how much she knows
Yeah.
what to say.
Yep.
It's a dad influence,
Mhm.
and I'm a big believer in that. You had your
Yeah.
grandfather?
I had my grandpa.
Me
but
too, but it was light.
Yeah, and it's not like he's there every moment
Yeah.
or when you need him all the time. It's
Yeah.
just like I'm getting questions now that my wife could never answer.
Yeah.
Just never. It's just not. It's not a knock on anyone. It's not how their brains.
No,
don't
man.
know. I
It's
don't
very
know.
natural, actually.
Yeah. So now that's what I'm noticing is like the lack of two parents.
Me too, man. Or like, mine isn't lacking two parents. Just like,
Well, I said that in a shitty way. I just mean like the different angles.
Yeah.
The different wisdom you get from both.
it's crazy.
Yeah. It could be. I don't know. I guess it depends on personality, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's going to
Wow.
make me do a good job. I can tell you that.
You're already doing a good job. No, seriously.
I don't
Like,
know.
you're
I
a
don't
number
know.
one dad. No, you told me about your outings and what you do and what you care about.
Yeah. Well, think about if everything got ripped away from you and then you go live in some shitty, just like, they don't care. They don't want to see you happy.
Who?
I'm just saying, think about if that's what you transitioned into. Like, you lose
Yeah.
everything and then you go to a new home and they don't really care. They're just doing the minimum. That would be shitty.
Yeah.
So,
Crazy, man.
anyway,
What was this episode?
year. What's your year, man?
It's been a great year, honestly. I know. I feel bad like talking about it. You
No,
guys have
no,
done
no,
some
no,
crazy
no.
stuff.
Don't.
I mean,
We've
some-
had hard
Give
years.
us the
Yeah,
good.
it's been very hard. No, things have been great. I mean, we're young. We're a young couple. You know
How
what I
old
mean?
are
We're
you?
just starting out. I'm 24.
Okay.
So is
yeah.
my wife. We're the same age.
Go on. Explain your lifestyle.
Yeah, explain.
We have. I mean, we're so fortunate, man. Like feel so fortunate every single day. So we own our own business. My wife, being in Utah, is a photographer. You know what I mean? But she's been
They're-
doing it for years. She's
They're
not someone
fucking
who
killing it.
Yeah,
went
they're
to Target and bought a camera and decided she was going to charge people for a wedding. No,
Like-
she's been doing it.
Yeah.
She's grinded for years, and you know, I've been making videos, and so we decided to do it together. And now we kind of hit the market of the destination weddings. So
Yeah.
people, you know, pay for us to go to cool places to shoot weddings. You know, we've been
Oh, that's
all
cool.
around the world. We've literally
Where are you-
circled the entire world in
Where are you
2
going
months.
this year?
This year, I mean, all over the states. Some
Maui,
not so
Canada.
cool places. Yeah, but we're going to Vancouver. We're going to Maui. We're going to Jamaica. Is going to be a really cool one.
Dude, that's pretty dope.
And
Dude.
you know, they pay for us to go, and it's so cool because we get to work together.
We fucked up.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I mean, we don't have kids, and I don't mean that in like a
This
negative
asshole.
We
way
just
towards
bang
anything.
and smoke pot and travel.
Like no,
and-
it's just like, you know, we had the conversation very early on of, you know, how we want this to go down. We didn't want there to be any secrets or surprises, and all of a sudden she's like, I'm not, you know, oh, I'm not happy. We should
Yeah.
have had a kid or anything like that. You know, I was pretty open about it, and I said, look, this is what I want. You know, and she was very open about it as well, and that's what we did. We decided to have this lifestyle, and you know, your 20s is a good time, and we decided to take advantage of it instead of
Dude, that's.
popping a kid out, you know, 9 months after we get married.
Yeah.
Like 95%
I had that
of
same
Utah,
conversation
man.
too. Don't worry.
Oh, it's necessary.
Yeah.
It's totally necessary.
That's cool though.
Yeah, it's been good.
You're living the dream, dude.
So what
It's fun. So,
Do you think you'll have kids?
Travel.
I didn't get a clear answer out of that.
yeah, I'm terrified to have kids.
Are you?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
totally.
you should be.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
it's
I would
terrifying.
That's a healthy respect of
It's
what's
so
coming.
terrifying because I mean,
It
6
changes
o'c-
fucking everything.
Yeah, 6
Yeah.
p.m. every single day. I realize I haven't eaten a single thing. You know
Oh,
what I
you're
mean? Like,
fucked,
oh
dude.
shit, like
You're fucked.
I haven't eaten a single thing. How? I can't do that to a kid. You know what I mean? I can't forget to feed a kid till 6 p.m.
You'd
you
be
know what I mean?
surprised.
You can.
You would be surprised.
They'll handle a lot.
You just double
And not
up the
have
next
people
day.
You can
knocking at my
kennel
door.
'em.
You know what I
It's
mean?
fine.
Like, no, but I'm terrified to have
Yeah.
kids, and I want to have them in my later 20s. And
Yeah.
my wife, she
That's a
comes
good
from a
blend.
family where you know they're married immediately and having kids, and I mean nothing wrong with that. It's, you know, different lifestyle, but she's the only one who's kind of choosing a different path, and
That's
she's
great.
definitely way more open to it now, just because of what we've been able to do while we're single.
Mhm.
I mean, we're just like, I look over at her and we're sitting on the couch and it's like, hey, do you want to go see a movie? There's a movie playing in 20 minutes. You want to jump in the car and go see a movie?
Dude, like fucking
And it's
yeah.
it's easy, you know
Big
what I mean? We
dream.
talk about it all the time because we're way open about this because I don't ever want her to be like, I'm unhappy because you know,
Yeah, you just
we
get
didn't
hit
have
with it
any
one
children.
day.
Yeah, I didn't want
Yeah.
to have that. So we talk about it all the time. Just, you know, like, oh, it's easy. We're taking advantage of it. We're in our prime. You know, we just want to enjoy it, live it up. We've
Yeah.
got plenty of time left in our life to have children and do all that kind of stuff. And so we just decided that.
Dude, that's the way to go.
oh,
That was our
killing it.
plan. We
Killing
didn't
it.
have any kids of our own, and we're 28. So, well,
Yeah.
she's 29. But yeah, same boat. I get it.
Oh,
It's the dopest way to go.
killing it,
It's fun.
dude.
It's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah.
We love it. I mean, we had a great year. You know, bought a house,
Well, you bought a
our
house.
first house. We bought a house. Got our business legit. It's a LLC now, and I mean,
Killing
we're
it.
LLC, dude.
loving it,
I
man.
can't even like. It's hard for me to like totally embrace and
Yeah.
fathom.
Yeah.
What do we want to do? Let's just love each other and bang and like
Oh, it's I
travel
mean, it's
and-
it's far from. I mean, there's
make a ton of
obvious-
money.
Do you want to just go get tied in? Yeah, it's 20 minutes
You
away.
used to have those problems.
Yeah.
No, Mason used to be like, "What's tonight? Like fucking Taco Tuesday or fucking sushi
Yeah.
Wednesday?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's fucking
More
Friday.
fulfilled.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's exactly how I'm sure it's gonna go. You know,
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
kids and
Your-
it'll just
your
be so
respect-
different, so much better. But
Your respect for the kids is proper.
Sure.
It is appropriate, and also
It's totally appropriate.
you think you're not good at it, but you would be surprised how you adjust once you're in that situation.
oh, I'm sure.
You have the kid, you're home from the hospital. I don't know, I'm just saying. But
I know a little.
you just do it.
You're forced.
Yeah.
You just do
There's
it.
no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be great at it. You just, I don't know. Because I would always say, like, people would ask us, like, when are you having kids? And I would say, I'm still a kid.
Yeah.
I don't,
Totally.
I'm still living.
2018, you'll have 4.
Yeah, it's quick.
So yeah,
It's
way
quick,
quick.
man.
you're doing it the right way.
Yeah, you are.
Is it
How old
still-
are you? 24?
24. Yeah.
I'd go 28.
Oh, I go. What is it still 35?
So
like the
how old's your
cutoff?
wife?
She's 24, same age.
Is it still 35?
She's
the
got
cutoff?
till 29. How many kids are you gonna have? It's very deep.
I feel like
2 or 3.
Answer for both of you. Too.
if for both of us, if there's some
The average.
You
yeah,
can
an
just say
average,
9.
I'd say 3.
Okay, 3. So I would get started when you're 29.
Yeah, is the
29,
cutoff still
32,
35?
35.
If we
Yeah,
had a-
it's getting close to that.
Or is it better now that you're
It's possible, but
bro?
like,
Who's that rock star?
no, you
from
can
Rolling
have kids
Stones?
till you're
He's
50.
having like 7. He's having kids at like 7.
You can have kids till you're 50. Even women, it's crazy.
Dude,
But
you're only halfway there.
personally, I feel like you should just soak it up for 4 or 5 years. Like
So
soak
soak
it
it
up.
In all
travel,
senses of the word.
raise your prices.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do your Pinterest, whatever you do, Instagram.
Pinterest. I've got
Yeah.
a Pinterest. Let me tell you
Oh
why.
my god.
I set it up for
He
this
say he
Christmas
is on
season.
Pinterest?
Let me tell you why.
Yes.
I
but
set it
he-
up for this Christmas season, and I secretly followed my wife, so I knew what to get her on Christmas. That's
See, he has a
exactly why I
plan.
got it.
You, Jeffrey
He's
Dahmer,
good.
are over here
Jeffrey
looking at women's body parts.
Yeah,
First
I am.
picture that shows
am.
up.
Can I show you my
It
fucking?
was. It was literally a
Literally.
woman
So awesome.
in like, I don't even know.
Like no head, cut
No,
off the
there's no
head.
head. It was neck down, neck. Yes.
Can we
Was-
see-
It's there's no
Yes,
women's
that's perfect.
faces on.
That's so
But
funny.
dude, so like Pinterest isn't about faces.
Okay, but let me just say, oh yeah, you want a smoking hot chick? Cool, man.
Dude, you can find that on Instagram.
Do
man.
you-
Oh, oh my God.
This
Ugh.
is your spank bank.
No, I've
This
heard
is not.
Instagram's dangerous.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's so
thirst traps
dangerous.
everywhere.
It's like reality sucks after Instagram.
Oh,
But these are all Instagram pictures, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I love them. Give me a raging semi.
Dude, women-
Oh, dude, I haven't looked through my own collection.
it's crazy the money you can make on Instagram doing that.
You want to see my lighting ideas? That might sober you up.
I
Those are my
guarantee
lighting
they're not
ideas.
as cool. Okay, cool.
Let's
yeah,
see.
man, lights at home.
You can say yeah.
Dope.
This is like my lighting ideas.
Oh, cool. Your screen. Jung, a very something
yeah,
you're reading.
You just swipe.
Oh,
There
sorry.
you go.
I'm reading Carl Jung.
Oh, you.
He's a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean that's cool, man.
Yeah, it
you
is
don't
cool.
have to
Thank
like.
you.
No, but there's a purpose to my Pinterest. I swear. That's
Whatever,
fine.
man. Hey, have you studied Jung at all?
Mm-mm. Is that something I should be?
Yeah,
You did?
he's like a founder of. So he tried to blend non-science with science via psychology.
You're
Anyway, he's cool,
losing
man.
me
Yeah, I
a
should
little
lose
bit.
you. He's cool though.
Give me a principle. Give me something to.
He was friends with Freud, but he
Okay.
didn't believe that sex was our ultimate motivator.
Mhm.
He believed that like if you loved your mom, it wasn't necessarily sexual,
Okay.
which is fucking. I don't even know where that went, but he believed it was like you could just have libido for different things besides sex. But it was kind of like you could. I'm trying to think what he stood for. I've listened to the fucking book and I don't totally know.
This is that 3 times speed.
Yeah,
problem.
but he was like he tried to blend the non-science with the science.
Okay.
Yeah, like he was like, you can't prove spirit, you can't prove ego, you can't prove all these things,
Yeah.
but it's real. And he like spent half his life tripping. Like
Okay.
he really spent half his life in a dream, in weird situations. Like he was a loner.
Yeah.
It was so far so good.
Was it a recommendation?
Jung's just famous, man. I don't know where
Have
I
you
saw
heard of you?
Never.
So
Motherfuckers,
famous.
20-year-old motherfucker.
Oh, sorry. I
He's
don't.
famous.
1950s. We're blending
Hey,
science
he's big in the
and non.
He's big in the he's big in the float world, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I better not.
That justifies that.
Go in.
Yeah.
We've had shit years. You've had a great year.
You've had like he's gonna have like 4 more of those years.
That's fine.
He's having Pinterest, Instagram
Just
years.
come here and like put some sunlight this way.
Yeah, just shine it.
Like just
Uh,
help us out a little
It
bit.
feels so good.
I feel like you could have chimed in a little earlier. than just letting
No,
us
I
go.
felt like I couldn't, man.
You guys
I
like
just,
fucking
it's just like
sucks.
that stuff will come though. You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like
No.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, we'll get a divorce. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that my parents will die and I'll inherit children or
Well, your
anything like
parents
that.
will
But
die.
like, well, okay, yes, they will die. But like, I'm not gonna have
I'm
these
sorry.
situations.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no,
other
you're right.
things will come up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're young. We haven't experienced much yet.
Here's a great question. How well do you guys adapt to challenge?
Um, if we're speaking honestly, I feel like I do an okay job, and my wife, I feel like does not as good. You know what I mean? Because we're very open. I think that's one of our biggest things. I'm way open, and we talk about everything.
You seem like it.
Was she in the beginning open, or was
Not
that
as much.
Sort of
It was
something
something. I mean, we dated this time around, not in high school. This time we dated for about a year, and we had to hash out a lot of things because I just felt like we needed to before we took things to the next level. And so I'm the one, and we've seen this a lot lately because we've had a lot of things with our business, a lot of really big hurdles with the business, and she'll call me just losing her mind, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just so stressed, almost in tears, and then I have to break it down, you know, okay, well, let's think about this. This is the worst case scenario, this is best case scenario. How are we going to go through this? Let's take it step by step. This is what happens. Think about where this information is coming from. And I just go over the whole thing. And so I feel like as a duo, we do really well when handling situations.
partnership.
As a partnership,
Yeah.
as a partnership, we do really well handling challenging situations and
needs you, man.
adapting.
But that
And I don't think she
foundation
needs
alone.
me. I think she just.
I think it's a balance for her.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm way more independent than she is.
If I could give that any validity, like business is going to be fucked up every time, over and over, no matter what revenue, business, anything. So
Mhm.
like everything with an even keel and like reasonability, like it's
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you're going to hit 100 more of those moments.
Oh, you
Yeah.
will.
So
Yeah.
like she needs to,
We had like 3 of them this last week.
yeah. So
Like,
she's got to.
this last week.
Oh, good.
They are fucking par for the course.
Yeah.
They're going to
Yeah.
happen constantly
Oh, yeah.
forever.
Oh yeah.
But
Even-
your foundation is great.
yeah.
I mean,
no,
just the
Yeah.
fact that you recognize you both play.
Yeah.
dude, the partnership. Thanks for the mute. The partnership idea though is crucial. Just you're more reasonable. You can handle more craziness. It's
Yeah.
good.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I was telling her, I said, look, because she was starting to get a little bit sick just from these 3 things I know. It was just due to
Whoa.
stress. And I said, look,
Prepare
if,
her,
if
man.
anything happens, like, first thing you got to do is if you were not in the same room, give me a call. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, give me a call and let's talk this over before you make yourself sick with stress.
Prepare her.
Yeah.
It will come worse.
Yeah. And I'm not sitting here, trying to
No, but-
sit on my high horse, preach to everybody, but
but
it
that's
just
just your
works with
role.
us.
No,
you
but
know what I
dude,
mean?
like she's probably more emotional, which is a good thing because she's in tune with like people's emotions. But like,
Sure.
it's going to come bigger and worse forever.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I got a $17 million company and a $1 million company. It's the same old deal.
Yeah.
It will happen constantly. Like we have shit that threatens a $17 million company that's like you could fold the business, and then we have a $1 million company that's could fold the business.
Mhm.
Just so the more you can prepare her for that,
Oh yeah.
it's coming.
Yeah.
It will always come.
Yeah.
It will never end.
But can I say, in this situation, in your situation, I am your wife.
What?
Oh, sweet.
My wife is just so fucking smart and just so great about everything.
Let's
and
say
I'm
smarter than you.
yeah. No,
Great.
she's very smart.
Oh yeah,
So
she makes you look like a retard. Just so we're clear.
it's not hard to do. A trained monkey could. No, but she I can get stuff done, but she is great about telling me how to do it. So I can put the plan into action, but she helps me organize my life. So just with everything that's happened, she's been the brains behind it, and I've been the
Brawn.
muscle.
The brawn,
The
bro.
muscle.
Ah,
The brawn.
yeah. So I feel for your wife.
Yeah.
I just feel bad because it will never stop. That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
personal opinion.
Okay, man, don't fucking harp on
No,
it.
I swear to
The
God.
man's got a great business.
17 mil. It doesn't stop. There will always be a threatening
Yeah,
situation.
but he
Yeah.
makes fucking golf tape. And wig tape. Don't fucking.
It doesn't
I know. I'm
fucking
joking.
stop.
I know.
Yeah. It's fun though.
How long have we been going?
How long? I don't.
Hour 23.
Whoa, nice. Going on 6.
You got anything?
No, we could wrap it up though.
What's a good thing from the year that happened for you?
Honestly, I needed the lesson I got,
Really?
which was like, don't be a codependent biatch.
You're just gonna piggyback off of what you just talked about.
Yeah,
You
sure.
don't have anything new?
No, I'm not that creative.
Okay.
What do you got, man? Because like how I honestly feel is like I
Yeah.
needed this to happen in my life,
No.
and where I reached is like I used to judge myself based on other people's opinions of myself more.
Okay.
So like I had to disconnect from Jamie's opinion of me, and I had to like give myself my own judgments, be my own person. I had to pass through this. I just had to.
Yeah. I'm not saying what you said was wrong. I just wondered if there's anything else. But yeah, you're right. That was needed. It was necessary for you to continue.
Yeah. No, man, I was so codependent.
Yeah.
I needed people to approve.
Yeah.
And now I build up pretty good tolerance for just shitty conversations. When it's funny, when I feel uncomfortable, I trust my feelings now, which is really weird.
What would you do before?
I would just ignore them.
Oh, that's not
No, I'd just be like, doesn't matter. You don't know what you're talking about. It's okay. They're fine. You're wrong.
Ugh.
And now I'm like, I feel something, bring it up. And so like even today, with one of my good buddies, it was just like something feels weird, and I just threw it out, and we come to something. We come to a conclusion. We come to a change.
Mm-hmm.
I used to avoid that, and so now I'm just like, no, something feels wrong.
Yeah.
And feelings are, I feel like trusting your feelings are super powerful.
Yeah.
Like it clears up a lot of shit in my life.
Mm.
If I feel it, just mention it.
Yeah.
Mason, I feel weird right now. Like it feels like whatever.
I'm just
And we can clear it up. But if we never talk about it, we can't clear it up.
right.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Some people go their whole lives without
Dude.
and just unhappy.
Another thing, last night me and Monique were talking, and I was like, I have to talk about this with this person. And Monique's like, oh, fuck, I can't handle it.
Yeah.
It's too heavy.
Yeah.
I'm like nervous about it already. And I literally felt, I'm not just saying this, I felt no nerves. I was like, this is my job.
Wow.
This is reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I feel like I'm at a point in my life right now with what I do where it's like, I have a tolerance for hard conversations.
Yeah.
It's not even hard.
You know.
I framed it as what's my job?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
Right.
I
feel like you're being pretty hard on yourself though.
really even now.
Yeah, I feel like you've always been pretty good at that. kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
No, I'm best at being a dick to myself.
Yeah.
I'm great at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but seriously,
Yeah, I'll also say that I think your relationships from here on out are going to be healthy.
yeah.
They're going to be great.
You think so?
You
You think I've learned
you have the
something?
tools that you should have had.
You think
when
I've
were-
learned something?
You've learned a lot of things.
Did you know I was a little biatch when I got married?
No, I didn't, and I didn't expect you,
You
to
might
just
have
say that.
inclined, but maybe a little.
No,
All right.
no, I don't. I mean, nobody knows that side of you other than you and your partner.
You know what's crazy? There's. I have no nice way to say this. Let me think of a nice way to say this.
Oh God. What I was just going to mention is
Go ahead.
that
Yeah.
Your relationships are going to be healthy because you have all the tools.
Right now, I can't
Right
get
now.
soft though. Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't go back into which is like half the struggle is falling back into your old patterns.
Is everything shaking?
That's what I thought, dude. But I don't know.
Cameras, liquid. It's just like a constant earthquake.
Sure.
All right.
Anyway,
I think I'm gonna be okay
you're gonna be
if
great.
I don't get soft. But like, I literally, I'm not joking. I'm not enhancing this for fucking podcast.
Mhm.
I spent 20 minutes on one profile because I couldn't decide what to do.
That's fine, man. You have
All right.
time.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me Jesus.
And kudos to getting through it now. You went through the shit, and you still have time. You didn't go through it when you were 55 or 60.
True. And there's always
So.
time to go through it.
Good for you.
Should we wrap this up?
Yeah. Should we
Excuse
just
me.
cough right into the mic?
Yeah, I
Fuck
would.
it.
I
Okay.
would. Just fuck everyone
Yeah.
and the listeners.
Great year.
You lost your only parent.
Yeah.
I got divorced with 2 children.
Yeah.
Okay, here's how we end it. The bright side.
That's what I was trying to do.
Now let's do it. What's your bright side of everything that happened? Your fucking only parent died.
Okay, we've already said it, but like
We have, but just reiterate.
I've grown up a lot, and I've matured in ways that I didn't realize I needed to, and I've learned a lot of life skills, and I'm getting great at cooking. So
Yeah, you're a baked master.
so there's that. What about you?
And you're more fulfilled.
Oh yeah, fulfillment is huge.
I learned shit that I could not have learned, period, without a very specific like lesson in life circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
And it just happened. I didn't do anything wrong. I fell in love. We went through what we need to go through, and I learned what I need to learn. And it just is hard that like I had 2 versions of myself, like the version that needed to raise my kids, like I got heartburn.
Even with the pill.
Yeah, even with the bill. No, but there's a version of myself that needed to raise my kids full time, be in the house full time,
Yeah.
and I had to let that go via life circumstance and two people in a relationship. But like everything I've learned is worth it. I knocked the codependence out of myself. I feel like I can speak my truth, show up as real me. Everything worked out okay, but man, it was fucking hard. But honestly,
Doesn't mean the hard's over either.
no. But
Yeah.
and the greatest gifts have come from my greatest challenges, which is crazy because like, do I want my kids to not have great challenges? Because part of being a parent is trying to prevent them from being challenged.
To a degree.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do the best I can. Let the universe have whatever it has over my kids,
Yeah.
and whatever happened over me happened over me. It's
All
weird.
right.
It's weird.
Any takeaways for the year?
Travis,
Give me
he's
one
like the
takeaway.
Instagram baller. He's
oh,
living
so far from
that
it.
life.
Give me a single takeaway, dude.
For my year, from
Yeah. 18, man.
yeah, I feel like, man, I'm just trying to think of like some
Yeah.
some
Well,
quick
It's
wise
hard, man.
think about
words. Yeah,
it. We met you in October, so we don't have the
Yeah,
whole
you
year mapped
don't.
out.
No, definitely.
So
I mean, this
I don't know.
year I focused a lot. I feel like there was a lot of focus on, like, me and my wife, and I didn't focus on personal things for myself and like self care and stuff
Ooh,
like that. And
important.
I mean, I lost a ton of weight, and
You did?
you know, oh yeah.
What did you used to weigh?
I mean, I was up
man.
at like
Seriously.
I was up at like 180 at one point. I mean, I'm not a big guy.
How tall are you?
Don't. I'm like a little over 6 foot.
Oh, okay.
So I was like 180, and I just, I
Fuck this
mean, down to like one.
Let me guess, your dick is huge.
Dude, Instagram successful life.
It's the one thing I don't
travels,
have
yeah.
actually. So
Nice.
Dick.
Well, that's
just
cool.
whatever you
no,
want.
just and then just like that started falling, by the
Yeah.
wayside, and I wasn't focusing on that. And this year, it hit. I feel like it all just hit really hard about how you can't, if you don't take care of yourself, it's just not good.
Yeah.
And so, I started picking up on that, and I thought it was lame to talk about, because Instagram has turned, mental health into a plea for likes. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's and so it wasn't something I ever wanted to discuss with anybody. But as soon as I started realizing that it was necessary and it had to be brought up and it had to be discussed, was when it could get a lot better. And because of that, our relationship with my wife is also a
Dude,
million
that's good.
times better. So
Dude, it's trendy
it
What
is,
is
and it's
trendy?
sad.
to have like mental issues or to
Oh,
struggle
yeah.
mentally, to
yeah.
have that kind of stuff or to deal with it. It's trendy.
Everybody's got something, and
It's so
everybody
crazy.
exploits it for likes on social
Anxiety.
media, and
It's trendy
it's horrible. It's horribly narcissistic. Even
It's
though
insane.
our entire everything we have is based off of Instagram, I think Instagram is just poison, man.
Oh, I quit it.
I've heard Instagram's like it's
just
not a real reality.
It's this
Nah.
narcissistic breeding ground of
Yeah.
blonde
Yeah.
women in bikinis.
Like,
Selling
is it
tea,
like
dude.
my
Yeah.
Pinterest board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Sweet.
they all have like tea or like, fucking workout shit that they're trying to hawk.
Yeah.
It's
Hustle-
it's
hustle is-
destroying the younger generation for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally. I agree. Well, good, man.
Yeah.
You had a good year.
it did. It was a
Fucking
great
great
year.
year.
It was a
Yeah,
great
you had a
year.
great
I mean,
year.
we had
Listen,
a
I
great,
can't say it
great
too much because
year.
then I cry internally. You had a great fucking year, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
You can have great years for
The
us.
odds will change. I'll have a great year.
Yeah, I
You'll
feel
have a
like
shitty year.
2019
Will you have a great year?
I'm
just need to write-
2019.
19's my year, man.
Yeah, and by the way, how fucking Shanetrain fashion is it for us to do a year in review on the 20th of January? Fucking 3 weeks late.
Oh, everything's late. Everything's shitty.
Yeah.
But we're gonna keep this weekly rhythm up.
Yeah.
Or let's do it.
Okay.
I think this is us signing out.
Yeah.
It knocked the rust off. It was a good episode.
Okay. Say goodbye.
Later, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Dude, you didn't say goodbye, Travis.
Oh, bye.
Oh, bye.